Okay, we're live. Magandang gabi, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. And tonight is our special episode wherein we have a special guest. Ang lahat naman ng guest ng MMA Davao is special. And I would like to welcome you here sa MMA Davao, wherein we will talk everything and anything under the sun, usually about martial arts. So without further ado, konting intro tayo. Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas, let's all welcome dito sa MMA Davao ang SecGen ng SecGen. Alam niyo, nauutal ako eh. Because I'm so excited that we have our guest here. SecGen ng Samahan, Atty. Wharton Chan. Attorney, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Vince. Good evening to all our viewers tonight.
Alam mo, there's always this technical glitch, lalo ng live. and things happen, but show must go on. Now, for the sake of our viewers, maybe you could give something about yourself. Tell me about your background and what you do for the Samahan.
Well, I am currently the Secretary General of Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas, the only association recognized by our international federation, WACO, and we are the only kickboxing association recognized by the Philippine Olympic Committee. We are also a regular member of the same, and we have been competing in the previous and, several Southeast Asian Games, and we will be competing in the next Southeast Asian Games as well as the Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games in the future.
This is very interesting. Now, the first thing I would like to ask is, how did the Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas start? What's the history?
Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas started way back noong 2007. Ang mga pioneers, shall we say, or founders ng ating federation is right now the current president of the Philippine Olympic Committee, si Mayor Abraham Tolentino of Tagaytay City. So he founded together with Mr. Roberto Valdez, who is also a known martial artist way back those years. During those days, nag-held sila ng mga competitions in Ortigas, in Pasig. So maraming competitions during those days to promote kickboxing. So kickboxing has been there. Matagal na po yung kickboxing. It's been practiced by several martial artists. Currently, ang kickboxing po is one of the most popular backgrounds right now, especially in MMA. Maraming kickboxers ang background. We have Israel Adesanya, we have Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, we have Alistair Overeem, and to name a few, So, noong 2018, we again applied for membership sa Philippine Olympic Committee. And during that time, fortunately, we were accepted as an associate member. And fortunately, this several months ago, we were elevated to the status of regular member of the Philippine Olympic Committee.
That's a big step for kickboxing. sa Pilipinas being part of the Philippine Olympic Committee. By the way, andito meron tayong isang viewer, si Glenn. Si Glenn Mondol. Hello Glenn, kamusta Glenn? Respeto, pugay. Now, going back to kickboxing, for the clarification of our viewers, kasi maraming nagtatanong, ano ba talaga kickboxing? Hindi ba yan karate? Hindi ba yan Muay Thai? Where did it really start?
Well, kickboxing kasi started way back in the 50s, 60s. Nauuso po nung time na yon is yung karate. Nauuso po nung time na yon is yung Muay Thai. Remember those decades na yon, ang popular is fights between the Americans, fights between the Russians, Japanese. So they're promoting their own sport. And unfortunately for karate at that time, medyo na paghuhulihan sila ng mga Muay Thai, ng mga other sport. So it evolved from the Japanese karate. They trained boxing kasi nauso naman po dun sa American naman nung time na yon yung kanilang version ng martial arts, no. So they transformed karate, learned how to use punches, pinagsama po nila yung boxing. That's why kickboxing, no, evolved at nagkaroon po ng na tinatawag nga po nilang kickboxing. So as frankly speaking, this is boxing with kicks, no. So yung time na yon, ang mga namayagpag po sa larangan ng kickboxing was the Europeans or the Dutch, shall we say, no, Dutch po. Yeah. So nag-evolve na. As of now, ang malalakas naman po natin sa kickboxing, andyan pa rin po yung Europeans, but I think the Russians are now on the pedestal of kickboxing.
There's this one Dutch kickboxer. I just really forgot his name. He already passed away, but he was one of the legends before even Alistair Overeem. Anyway, he was really kicking ass nung kahit kalaban niya mga Thai, mga Muay Thai artist. I really forgot his name, but it
maybe
will come
Jerome Lebanner.
Jerome Lebanner, he's one of those. Yeah. Pero buhay pa si Jerome, I think.
Yeah, buhay pa.
So, he already passed away. He was a short guy and he was just, he got great kicks. He just,
Baka si Chuck Norris yan, Doc.
Yung si Chuck Norris, iba rin naman eh. Kasi he's a legend that's been around, and I don't know ano ba. His background is I think karate. Now going back sa Pilipinas, anong year na anong tawag nito? Let's go. Ang gusto kong puntahan is yung regions. Where did it really start? Was it in Manila? Nag-start yung kickboxing, or from which region really, and then how did it go up?
Honestly speaking, yung kickboxing po came from different regions yan, no. Naging sikat po yan nung 90s. That's why one of our coaches in SKP, for short nung sa mga kickboxing ng Pilipinas, Coach Mark Sangyao, ang original background po niya is kickboxing. Sila po ni Edward Fulayang were both kickboxers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were both kickboxers. Well, during that time, 90s, late 90s, ang medyo sumisikat pong sport noon is taekwondo and wushu.
Yes, wushu sanda.
Yes. And during those days, ang ina-accept pong scholarship sa mga schools po sa Cordillera were wushu athletes. That's why they shifted to wushu to become national team, to become varsity players. So marami na po talagang practitioners ng kickboxing during those times. Again, unfortunately, hindi lang po siya ganun ka-popular during those days. Ang sikat po nung time na yun is boxing, again, wushu, taekwondo.
Taekwondo. Before moving forward, eto si Beb Barotio sa ano to, nagka-clap ng hand. And then we have Bailey and friends, Sekjan, namin pogi yan. Talagang pogi. Pogi. Hindi tayo mag-i-invite ng guest kung hindi pogi.
Ganun po
And
talaga pag malapit na Pasko.
eto si Aaron Lance Villamer, showing respects to you. And again, maraming salamat for being here sa MMA Davao. Now, I didn't know this is a good thing. Parang scoop to na ang background pala nila Mark Sangyao and ni Ed Fulayang is kickboxing. Now, and ang route noon, because of scholarship, they moved to Wushu Sanda, which I want to go into that sa schools na ba ngayon in terms of if we have kickboxing practitioners, are there schools who would take scholarship for that?
Well, for now, again, bago po yung sport natin, being a member of the POC. But a few days ago, I was able to meet Chairman Noli Ayala of the Philippine Sports Commission. And one of our topics during that time was to promote grassroots program. No? Well, if you will go to some places, just like nga po yung kanina, nabanggit natin, Benguet, BSU, Cordillera, UB, people or students are interested into joining different combat sports for the very reason of scholarship. So, that is why I asked Chairman Noli if possibly, I know naman marami naman pong schools ngayon na nag-adopt ng scholars pagdating sa basketball, volleyball, fencing. But I asked them, why not we can lobby with our district representative or party list representative friends of possibly enacting a law for private universities, to at least get a quota, let's say 10, 15, or 1% of their population devoted for scholars doon sa mga athletes na,
Right.
na tulad natin. Although the new Republic Act, Comprehensive Public Act for sports, nakalagay naman po doon, nakasaad po naman po doon yung scholarship na pinoprovide po ng government doon sa ating mga provincial or national universities owned by the government. So, iniisip ko naman, sabi ko kay Chairman Noli, why not impose naman po natin sa mga private para naman po dumami po, hindi lang pang public but also pang private sector, yung ating mga estudyante that would be interested into joining sports. Di po ba?
Really interesting. Now, grassroots program ng samahan, meron ba tayong ginagawa ngayon?
Well, dun po tayo papunta talaga. So, very happy po ako that we have plenty of technical officials na mga kapatid o pamilya po natin sa larangan ng kickboxing who are now propagating the sports. One of which is, babanggitin ko na po, si Pastor Vincent Hisona. Shout out sa iyo. Isa po siya sa mga nagde-develop ng mga young kids to join or at least learn kickboxing. Ito pong mga technical officials po natin po, isineminar po natin yan several times. We even invited our international technical director from Korea to teach them the rules and regulations, or even give them the handbook on teaching and exploring and propagating the art or sport of kickboxing. So tinuturuan po ngayon ni Pastor, nila Coach Danny Bualan sa San Pablo, Laguna, yung mga young kids to learn kickboxing. Kickboxing is not a brutal sport. So this is a sport where you can learn discipline, where you can learn attitude, where you can learn character. This is a character building sport. Hindi lang po self-defense, but to teach them purely how to mature and be ready sa totoong buhay and paano po makisa.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Ito si Master Kamote. Good evening po, Coach Tristan from SKP, Montalban. And we have here si Glenn na naman. Musta po, Doc? At magandang gabi din po sa aming pinakamabait na SecGen, si Sir Attorney Wharton. Nako, SecGen, Attorney, hindi lang pogi, mabait pa. Now, you mentioned about etong discipline, it builds a character, because one of the things that most kahit mga parents, when they see combat sports right now, all they can say is, oh, it's brutal, lalo na MMA, and it's good that you are promoting this. You're one of those that Samahan is promoting this, especially on the grassroots level sa schools, because it really helps educate not just the kids themselves but also the parents. Kasi ang karate minsan, ang nakakaproblema sa karate, it is more expensive for some of the parents to enroll their kids or taekwondo. But if you have this kind of program sa mga schools, I mean, this would be really something new, and it would really help build yung ating mga martial artists sa Pilipinas. Now, we talk about the grassroots, we talk about the national activities. How about the international activities? First is, did you mention Waco kanina? I don't know if you
Yes.
did, but what is Waco, and how is Samahan affiliated with Waco?
Okay. WACO, or World
Waco.
Association of World Association of Kickboxing Organization, is the international federation recognized by the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, no. Sila po ang grant ng recognition ng IOC para po sa sport ng kickboxing. So, as sa Philippines, tayo po ang nire-recognize ng ating International Federation at WACO, para tayo rin po ang nag-iisang NSA na allowed or accredited to promote the sports and send athletes in the international level. Tayo po yun, yung Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas. So we're now competing on a different international competitions. Sumasama na po tayo. Well, actually, this December, we will be participating in the Asian Kickboxing Championships in Thailand. So we're preparing athletes for December, no? So itong mga itong national championships natin this month, marami po dyan maglalaro po for the Asian Championships in December.
Now, how are our athletes compared to the international athletes?
Well, let's begin with the Southeast Asia, no? Well, during the 2019, we're ranked number 2 sa Southeast Asia. The number 1 powerhouse is Vietnam. Vietnam is the number 1 powerhouse in Southeast Asia, and I think Vietnam is I think top 10, if I'm not mistaken, in Asia. So ganun po sila kalakas. Knowing
Wow.
that in Asia, ang dami pong Middle Eastern countries na malalakas, but Vietnam had it in the top 10. So if you will be more practical, I think yung Pilipinas may be within that range po ang status ng ranking natin in Asian level. So I can say we in 12 events during the 2019, we had 3 golds, 2 silver and 1 bronze, no? So hindi na ho masama. Etong recent sa Cambodia, we had 2 golds, I think 4 silvers and 2 bronze. Ganun pa rin. But we're ranked number 3 nung nakaraang SEA Games dito sa Vietnam, no? Sa Vietnam tayo rank number 3 itong recent lang nung 2021, no? Tama ba? Yeah, this year, 2022.
22.
So hindi na rin masama dahil na-maintain po natin yung nag-gold po natin ng 19 sa men, Jean-Claude Saclag, still managed to hold on to the belt for the 63.5 kilos. And for our female, si Miss Gina Inyong, still the same. Siya rin pa rin po ang ating female queen sa kickboxing.
Miss Inyong.
Yes po. So, as of now, ano pa rin, very, very competitive pa rin tayong Philippines. At marami pong uprising na mga bata po dito sa atin sa SKP. So I think very bright future for SKP.
Can you enlighten me with regards to events? Is there a professional kickboxing scene in the Philippines? Amateur kickboxing? How would you categorize events?
Okay. Uh, Actually, it's a very good question, Doc. I really want to kumbaga ipakilala yung kickboxing with all our viewers, no. Again, going back to the initial question a while ago, ang impression po ng parents when it comes to combat sports that it's brutal, it's violent, no, that it's bloody. Ang kickboxing po, again, sabi ko kanina, it's discipline. Meron pong apat na, well, there are five actually events known or practiced in kickboxing regulated by the WACO. There is the ring sports, we have the low kick, we have the full contact, we have the K1.
Mm.
While in the mat sports, we have kick light, no, and we have musical forms. Yun po yung basic na five na ginagamit, although there are other several events, but that is the basic five events which we are usually implementing here in the Philippines. So ano-ano po ba yon? When you say full contact, that event involves yung attacks from waist above. That's full contact. So meron siyang rules na you have at least to kick your opponent at least 6 times per round. May counters po siya. Or if you don't do that, so you lose a point. We have the low kick, which is you can hit knee and above. Yun po yung low kick. And we have the K1. Yun na po yung international pro na sinasabi nila. And usually sa Europe po yan ginaganap yung K1. K1 and Muay Thai are almost similar because in K1, you're allowed to use your elbows and knees. So pagka sinabing kickboxing, ano ba pinagkaiba nito sa Muay Thai? So sabi ko nga po, balik tayo, regularly ang kickboxing, you don't use elbows, you don't use knees. And actually, wala pong clinch ang kickboxing. Pero sa K1 event, meron pong knee, meron pong elbow, but clinch is really short. You have to break it. No?
Right.
So, dako naman po tayo sa mat sports. We have the kick light. Yung kick light po natin, no, para po yung karate or taekwondo. It's basically point system and you only have to exert 50% power. Therefore, if you will be knocking out your opponent, you will get disqualified.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. So that's very, very, I want to really promote kick light sa ating mga younger cadets, no? Yung mga bata po, mga 10 to 12, mga juniors po natin, hanggang 16 years old. Yan po ang gusto nating ituro muna sa kanila. So they utilize speed and precision. No? And I'll go back again dun sa sinabi ko, sabi nila violent, brutal, and etc. Sa events po natin, we all use protective gears. We use headgears, we use thick gloves, we use shin guards. So we protect the welfare of our athletes. No? So I already explained the fourth event, which is kick light, yung bagay po sa ating mga possibly palarong pambansa or batang Pinoy. And the fifth is the kata of kickboxing, which we call the musical forms. No? So meron din pong musical forms ang kickboxing. So meron po diyang with weapons, without weapons, and other styles, hard styles, soft styles. Yan po basically ang 5 events of kickboxing.
It's no. Medyo na-intriga ako regarding weapons. Paano napasok ang weapons?
Well, sa musical forms ng weapons, you will be it's like an art. No,
Mm,
you will be you can use swords, you can use nunchucks, you can use different
mm,
spears. It's only a dance or musical or some form of um, interpreting a music into
mhm,
martial arts. So you can see in one of our videos there that meron po tayong musical form. Ang martial arts, they convert it into a musical theme, and it's
mm,
more of a showmanship, no, of what martial arts is. Wala pong combat.
mhm. Eh, kagaya din ng karate, yung extreme karate wherein they have those music and they have those weapons, either samurai, I don't know, those several stuff, and even yung sa Chinese martial arts, wushu also has that kind of dance. They do that with weapons, and Muay Thai oh, they have the white crew. Is there specific music for it, or the competitor could choose whichever music and whichever weapons?
Yes, that's very good question. So we have different styles nga po. They have the hard styles and the soft styles. So we categorize the wushu, the taekwondo, the karate, or the hard style, and some other sports or some other combat um, practice into soft styles.
Mm,
Yung weapon naman po is a part of a division. You can use weapons. So dalawa nga po, either weapon or non-weapon. So sa weapons, you can utilize weapons of choice, of your own choice. Sa non-weapons naman, you can choose between hard styles and soft styles. So we accept po. Sabi ko nga unang una, kickboxing is kumbaga a hybrid of
mm.
different sports, a hybrid of karate, a hybrid of boxing, but we do not have takedowns. Kaya hindi ko lang siya masabi no wushu siya, hindi ko siya masabi na sambo siya kasi we do not have grappling.
There's no takedown. How about sweep?
Well, sweep is allowed. Sweep is
Mm,
allowed sa
mm.
kickboxing.
Pakita ko lang muna 'to. Ang problema minsan hindi sila nakalag sa StreamYard. We don't know their names, but sabi niya, "Pwede patag sa Kicklight Doc." Tag. I don't know what that means. Lingaw-lingaw lang kay walay kusganay. Yeah, I think it's kind of lingaw-lingaw, like enjoy the sport sa Kicklight, because hindi naman siya 100%, like you said, it's just 50%, and it's good for kids. Meron din dito na sabi, "Good evening, attorney and doc. I have some photos for here, and I'm gonna show these photos, and maybe you could share me what these photos are and give me kind of background on what's going on." So I'm gonna add this to the stream. This one, what's this event? What happened here? It was September 14, 17.
Yeah, this is the NCR South Luzon Kickboxing Invitation, which was held in San Pablo City. Shout out to the local government of San Pablo City for hosting and giving us the opportunity to do this event in your very beautiful city. And shout out also to the owner of Monte Vista Resort, who provided accommodation for our athletes, coaches, and technical officials. Well, this event is the one of the legs which happened last September. So we invited the affiliates and gyms in the area of Southern Luzon. So we've been participated by Bicol Region, Quezon, Laguna, from the NCR, ang dami pong sumali, Rizal, and some athletes coming from the Kalinga, Tapok, Baguio, humabol po ng
Mm.
participation dyan sa South Luzon leg natin. Sa mga hindi ko nakasali dun sa Northern and Central Luzon, which was also held last July in Olongapo City, which was provided to us by my very good kinakapatid at kapatid na si Mayor Len J. Paulino of Olongapo. Tinulungan po na tayo din ng ating butihang chairman ng SBMA na si Chairman Roland Paulino Sr. And pasalamat din po tayo sa bumubuo ng SM Olongapo for providing the venue. So marami pong naging legs natin this year. Sabi ko nga
Mhm.
po, we're propagating and pinalalaki po natin yung sport. We're promoting sport.
Eh, mukhang nakawala tayo sa pandemic eh. Kaya banat ng events. Si Neljon pala, si Coach Neljon na Astudillo ang nagsabi kanina, joined daw siya sa Taiwan last 2019. Now, another photo that I'm gonna share is this one. Let me go right here. Ano, where is this and what happened here?
Well, this was held a few weeks ago, no, sa Cambodia during the Olympic Council of Asia meeting, which uh, I am the chief legal counsel po kasi ng Philippine Olympic Committee. There, I was with the president of Philippine Olympic Committee, Mayor Bambol Tolentino, and our Deputy Secretary General and also Secretary General of NGAP Golf Association, Bones Floro. So we were
Mhm.
there, we attended the meeting, and we were able to witness the future of sport in Asia. So dyan po, pinresent ng Saudi Arabia that they will
Mhm.
be hosting Winter Olympics in
Oh,
Saudi.
wow.
Can you imagine snow in a desert?
Wow. And I've seen that the Middle East is really into sports. ADCC, even UFC, they're inviting people, this competition sa Middle East. And sinabi mo, winter sports. That's really amazing. And regarding the future, can you share something about that conference? Yung future ng samahan ng kickboxing.
Dyan po sa conference natin, we were featured for the next indoor Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games. Sorry, Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games, which will be held in Chonburi, Thailand, next year. No? So, isa po tayo sa pinalad na makalahok dun sa ating Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games, and we will be competing with the highest stage in Asia. Diyan
Mm.
po maglalaban-laban po, mostly with the greatest fighters or kickboxers. Nandiyan po ang Iran, nandiyan po ang mga Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and China, of course, the great
Oh,
powerhouse. No?
right, right.
So we're
Tama
really
pala.
excited.
Attorney, nakalimutan ko. Now I just remembered. Kanina nahihirapan ako kung sino yung legend na sinasabi ko. Si Mon Deckers.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mon,
He was
Mon
really good,
Deckers.
no, during his days.
Yeah. Moving forward, I still have a few photos that I want to share sa ating mga audience. And here, ito pa si Glenn, no? Ang laki ni Glenn.
Yeah. When
What
we had
happened here?
our courtesy call with the chairman Noli Iyala, and we personally invited him for our national championship sa Mall of Asia.
Oh, eto si Arthur. Sabi ni Arthur, Arboleda? Virtual hug. Okay, virtual hug. And ito is still the same. Now, I have a tally. Ito yung sinabi mo kanina regarding sa results na nangyari sa ranking natin sa
Yeah,
medal tally. Medyo maliit yung kwan ko eh.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
pang ilan tayo sa Pilipinas?
We're number 3
We're
sa
number
Vietnam. So,
3.
buti tama ang sinagot ko, ano?
Pangatlo tayo. I mean,
Yeah,
this is a big step for kickboxing and even to other sports. I think Filipinos are really excelling on the international scene. Ito, you did mention about Waco and Asian Kickboxing Confederation.
yeah,
Uh, recognized tayo
yes.
ng OCA and AKC.
Yeah, AKC or the Asian Kickboxing Confederation, also known as the WACO Asia. no? Asian Power, WACO Asia. So sila naman po ang Asian Federation natin sa kickboxing. No? So there's different hierarchy of
Mm,
federations. When you say the international federation, it involves the world. So
mm,
WACO po yung ating organization. Sa Asia naman, Asian Federation naman po, we have the Asian Kickboxing Confederation or the WACO Asia, which
mm.
is the highest authority in Asia.
In Asia. And ito, ito na to during this
Yeah.
conference.
This was in Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah, this was in Vietnam. In the middle, the one in coat and tie and the glasses is
Mm,
Mr. Nasser Nasiri, who is the vice president of WACO International. He is the current president of WACO Asia. Beside him is the lady Ma'am Pearl Managelod of Muay Thai Association of the
mm,
Philippines, who was also concurrently the deputy chef de mission during the 31st Southeast Asian Games. And others are the technical officials. We have two Filipino representatives there.
mm.
Our very own the ring sports chairman, which is Brian Olod, and our mat sports chairman, we have Mr. Noriel Aquisio, and I can see Mambe on the left side of the screen.
Mm.
Very proud Filipinos. So we're very lucky to represent Philippines that time.
And shout out kay Mambe, kung hindi dahil kay Mambe, hindi kita na-invite dito. Rose,
Mambe,
Mambe, hello.
maayong hapon. Maayong gabi sa inyong
May,
tanan.
may gabi here. We've been talking about the sports, yung mga participant, martial artist activities, international events. But what is very important is the officials. And this one, kasi without the officials, without the rules and regulations, that the sport cannot really stand by itself. And here you have what on this event, what is this all about and how did it came about?
Well, as you can see, this is the technical official accreditation.
Mm,
Not only we do take care of our athletes, coaches, affiliates, but we do take good care of our technical officials. They are the, shall I say, the the arms and the legs of the sport. No? Without them, we actually cannot really proceed with our competition. They officiate, they score, they judge, and most of all, these technical officials are the one sila pong responsible for propagating the sports. No, you can see there the picture there is Pastor Vincent Hisona, which I mentioned a while ago. Siya po yung isa sa mga nagpapakalat ng kickboxing or nagpo-propagate sa mga kids. Sila po ang mga tools na ginagamit po natin para makilala ang kickboxing at para po dumami po ang mag participate sa kickboxing. So napaka-thankful po natin sa mga technical officials po natin. We have the NTOs, the ITOs, the RTOs. No, lahat po 'yan mahal na mahal po natin at inaalagaan po natin 'yan. Kumbaga, we pamper them the best that we can.
Attorney, maybe for the sake of our viewers, ano yung NTO, ICO, tsaka RTO?
Well, we have first the regional technical officials
Oh,
who
okay.
are accredited in the regional um, level. We have the national technical officials for the national competitions, and we have the ITOs, whom we call the international technical officials, who are accredited to officiate in the international scene. So sila po ay may several continuing learning and accreditation. Hindi po yan natatapos sa isa, dalawa o tatlong pagsisilbi. Yan po ay continuous. Meron po silang actual exams, meron din po sila actual seminars. Continue po yan. Usually, not, not less than 2 seminars a year po sila.
Oh,
Para continuous po yung nalalaman nila.
parang sa PRC, for example, sa medicine, merong CEUs, continuing educational education,
Yes.
so that they could still, para maging relevant pa yung ating mga professional licenses.
Yes.
Without CEUs, matanggalan tayo na, hindi naman matanggalan, but I mean, you know, it's really good to have this for our officials in continuous seminar, and to be, should I say, updated, and maintain the quality of the sports. I have 5 to 10 minutes more. I hope you won't mind. I'm gonna share this one more photo. Eto, and what's going on? What will happen? What is this all about?
So, again, sabi nyo nga po kanina, ngayong tapos na ang pandemya, andyan na po ang pinakamalaking event natin sa Pilipinas for this year. This is the 2022 National Open Kickboxing Championships, which will be held in SM Mall of Asia Music Hall. No? This is a 3-day event participated by all the winners and medalists po ng ating different legs po na ginanap dito sa Pilipinas. And also, we invited several other well-known martial artists to participate. This, ang national athletes po natin, matetest po kung sila pa rin ba ang pinakamagagaling sa larangan ng kickboxing. And we even invited other sports po na into combat to participate in this national meet. We have guests, or we have athletes from Alvin Aguilar of URCC. We have different sets of Kyokushin masters from Richard Lim, whom I am very grateful for helping us with the venue. We have different athletes from President of Sambo, the birthday boy, Mr. Paulo Tancontian, and all
Oh,
others, no, na nag-participate. Also, Ma'am Pearl Managelo, thank you for letting your Muay Thai athletes participate also in the national championships. So today, this morning, nakita po namin ang Google registry po ng ating championship. 192 na po ang nag-register.
wow. Wow.
192 na po.
Magkakaproblema nito si Coach Brian.
Sana matapos po nila ng isang araw yung elimination.
Oh my goodness, 192, and that's from all over the archipelago.
Yes. Yes,
Are
it
we
is.
considering foreign nationals? Would you still
Well, for us, more competition means more challenge and higher po yung ating expectation po. So if they will participate, we will gladly accommodate.
Now, the next question, you have this event. Common na anong premium? What will the athletes or the winners get from this competition?
One, they will have a chance to be part of the national pool. Being part of the national pool means bright future. Dito po sa Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas, lalong-lalo na sa mga naging atleta natin or mga current athletes natin, alam nila kung gaano sila kahalaga at kaswerte to be part of the pool. They get the chance to compete internationally. They get we don't even mind the financial side of kickboxing, but the benefits that the association can provide to these athletes, not monetary, monetary aside, I mean, marami pong natutulungan tong Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas, no? So, ang ganda po ng mga papremyo natin, and shout out to MVP Sports Foundation, Smart Philippines, Go for Gold, those people, Isuzu, Vice President Bing, those people who are the backbone of what we have right now. Maraming salamat. So, marami rin pong prizes. May mga gadgets siguro na mapamimigay si Smart. So, abangan natin, baka iPhone 14, ano? So, maganda po. Pati yung medal po natin, matutuwa kayo. Talagang panghabang buhay. Napakaganda po pinagawa ni Ma'am Barotti.
talking about sponsors, meron, sino-sino bang sponsor sa event na to?
We have, kuha ko ng kodigo, baka may makalimutan po ako. So, baka magalit sa akin.
Baka
So, we
magalit
have,
sa'yo kung hindi
baka
na-mention.
magalit po, Dok, eh. Mahirap na at kalimutan ako sa susunod, eh. So, one of our biggest partners is MVP Sports Foundation, no? Headed by Mr. Butch Antonio, Mr. Al Panlilio, Mr. Ricky Varga. Shout out to Mr. Lian Aure. Ating uh, co-presenter, ang Go for Gold, Jeremy Go. Mr. Jeremy Go, salamat po sa inyong suporta. SM Mall of Asia, care of Mr. Hansi and Mr. Richard Lim. We have Smart, of course, no? Sila Sir Butch, sila Sir Jude, Signal TV, no? Si Ripples Daily, our president of SKP, Senator Francis Tolentino, who's always there to support us. Isuzu BMD Motors, no? Who will provide the logistics, yung van, transportation ng ating mga participants. We have WRC Construction. We have Vantage. We have Moto 247. Maraming salamat. Our regular sponsors. Ito kailangan ng mga athletes to eh. Katingko ointment, di ba? So, mga sakit-sakit nyo dyan, yan po nagpo-provide sa atin ng relief. Pwede na yata akong mag-host din, ano, Doc?
Oo.
Sorry. We have World Balance, no? Si World Balance po nag-provide po sa national athletes natin noon ng tigda 2 pair ng sapatos.
Oh, wow.
Sa bawat isa. So they're also our sponsors, no? So salamat din po, especially to Philippine Olympic Committee and Philippine Sports Commission, who's always there to support us. Chairman Noli Ayala and my very good compadre, Attorney Guillermo Iroy.
Last photo or last picture. Ito. Team Philippines entry by numbers per sport for the 32nd Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia. You mentioned this kanina. Number 37 ang kickboxing. Tama ba?
Yes, precisely. So nakita po natin, we will participate 12 events. Unfortunately, this time, itong Cambodia limited our participation. Sa lalaki, they just allowed us 8 events out of 12. And for female, only 4 out of 8. So may limitation sila this year. But yung 12 na yan is saktong-sakto. Diyan po tayo malakas at diyan po tayo magaling.
How's the preparation of our fighters?
Sabi ko nga, huwag tayong maging complacent with our national athletes. That's why we created this national championships. Bakit? To prove, once again, if they are still the best kickboxers out there, baka meron ng mag-sprout na new breed of kickboxers. Kaya po itong national championships, malalaman po natin kung tayo, yung mga national athletes natin is still the best there is. And tignan natin kung gaano na po na-promote ang sports within this last 4 years of propagating and developing kickboxing in the Philippines.
I see a very bright future for the kickboxing scene sa Pilipinas, and not just the Philippines but all over the globe, especially with the leadership ng ang Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas na nandyan si Atty. Wharton Chan. Attorney, and I would like to thank you for being here. It's a pleasure and honor. And maybe, not maybe, kung sakali, parang maybe rin eh, I will invite you, and if you have future events, let me know. Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas is always welcome here in MMA Davao. Now, I'm going to give you the full frame, your final thoughts, final message, and mga shoutout mo. So, go ahead, attorney, please.
It's been a privilege for me to be invited in this very informative show of yours, Doc Vince. I am very grateful to you and to all our viewers na nagtyaga po makinig sa atin ngayong gabi pong ito. And I would like to make a shout out to all of our sponsors, our family, our kickboxing affiliates, no? Mga gyms na bubuhay po sa atin sa kickboxing, ang ating mga athletes, our coaches from Coach Randy, Coach Mark, Coach Donnie, Coach Glenn, our support team, our administrative work of Ma'am Deputy Secretary Ma'am Be, our Vice President Bing Domingo, our Secretariat, Sir Aris, our Chairman of the Match Sports, Coach Noriel. See you in Dubai. Coach Brian Olod, our ring chairman. Andyan po yung ating napakagaling po na photographer who's also a technical official, Mr. Kamote Tristan. Andyan po. Pagaling po kayo, ating technical official, Coach Artus. Pagaling po kayo. Lahat po ng ating technical official, hindi ko na humay sa isa dahil napakarami. Taos puso po ako nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat. Yung ating pong SKP headquarters po natin. Meron po tayong headquarters in Donada Street, corner Vito Cruz, Manila. You're all welcome to join and have a session of kickboxing in our gym. Yung mga athletes natin, nakita ko kanina sila Lance, nag-shout out. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagsuporta po at patuloy na pagsuporta po sa kickboxing. Ating senator po na si Senator Francis N. Tolentino, POC, PSC. Kita-kits po tayo on October 26 to 28 no, sa SM Mall of Asia. Sama-sama po tayong i-promote ang sports. So let's promote sportsmanship through showmanship. So everyone, see you there and let's enjoy. Magkita-kita po tayo. By the way, I'll be flying to Europe to talk with a foreign coach, possibly, so that we could also learn different techniques coming from the international stage. Yun po ay isa sa mga surprise po na sa mga kickboxing ng Pilipinas para sa inyo lahat. So, maraming salamat po, especially to you, Doc, for this wonderful evening.
Ay, thank you. Secgen of Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas, Atty. Wharton Chan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, lalo na po sa inyo. And to those who are watching right now, if you enjoyed what we're doing, if you find value dito sa ginawa namin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Parang YouTube dito. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that every time we do this live broadcast, you will be notified. Stay safe, be safe. God bless you all. Show sportsmanship through showmanship o show baliktad.
Sportsmanship through showmanship.
Sportsmanship through showmanship. Ang galing.
Sorry. Yeah. Vice versa. Vice versa.
Thanks again. Stay safe. Be safe. God bless you all. Attorney, huwag ka munang umalis before magsa-sign out lang tayo. Bye-bye to all our viewers.